Good evening, good morning, welcome. My name's Nori, coming to you live from the digital engineering server. This is modded Minecraft Valhelsia 3, and this is our mess. It is the first stream of the new year, and already we are starting off late. We do apologize for the inconvenience, and we will return you now to your regular scheduled mayhem. Let's see. So, trying to how to put in a distribution point for bone meal out to the warped wood farm, because I put chunk loaders around it last night to keep it running to make a bunch of warp wood for us. Yeah. And it looks like it ran out of bone meal.
How'd you do? I don't know about you, but my tree farm's band-aid. Jesus.
So I'm up to 3 stacks of shroom lights and 17 stacks of warped wood stem. So I didn't do too bad.
That's
Definitely.
it?
Yeah, that's it. I definitely could have done better, but I think it actually ran out of bone meal, so it would have done better if I had kept a steady supply of bone meal in there.
Yeah, I get you.
But, you know, since it's trying to basically generate its own bone meal for itself, and it ran out.
Yeah.
So that's all right. I'm going to put an exporter and a networking hub and a plug, and that's still not going to do it. Because it's not in a chunk loaded area. Be all right. I don't think it's 17 is still nothing to sneeze at. Fine. Because we can do a, there we are, 3 stacks. And we'll need a speed upgrade. It seems to be like the perfect mix for export and importing is 1 speed upgrade and 3 stack upgrades. RA007. Hello. Raw. Welcome. Right, black. Losing track of what I'm doing. That's terrible. Right here. That's a good spot for it. Transmitter. Welcome, welcome. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2022.
Woohoo, we made it.
A year of chaos.
2 years of chaos, my gosh. You know, I like how everyone was like, oh man, 2020 was bad. Man, 2021 is definitely gonna be better, right?
Yeah, are you kidding me?
2021 came through and it's like, here, hold my beer. And it kind of just obliterated us, man. And in the last second, did you hear Betty White passed away?
Yes, I heard that. I was like,
oh
man.
My gosh. like you couldn't just been done, you know? The year
No.
Just
No.
Had to go out with a bang.
It had to kick you while you're still down. It's sort of its thing, I think. Oh look, there's an Astria joining the server. We're gonna start this year off right. We're gonna have a bunch of people online today. all I wanted is just some bone meal to keep this farm going. Oh, yep. And then our speed and stack, which will just top right on up. Yeah, so the system, when it runs adequately, makes a bunch of its own bone meal, but the dispenser on top, which actually grows the warp stem, is the one who gets the primary immunity of the bone meal. Which is unfortunate, because then the thing generates the mushrooms, is where you bottleneck up at. And without a way to religiously grow them, you have to depend on bone mealing mycelium to grow your mushrooms. That's all right. There we go. Slotted and done. That should allow us to go back out there, check it out. And we should start seeing some activity again. Yeah, I just overslept, and then we had a bunch of things we were going on this morning, and Katoa's coming in to visit, I think sometime later on this evening.
Yeah, I gotta eat my black-eyed peas and cabbage today.
There we go.
It's New Year's after all. I finally just made the pattern for stone brick. I don't know why it took me so long to make the pattern for it.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know. It is what it is.
Shame. That's all good. Oh, there she goes.
So I saw, I was clicking through some great, one by tree planters, and I saw the saw sitting on top of the rotator.
Right.
Single block. Right? It was just a saw on top.
Yeah.
And they put the speed controller below, and they ramped it all the way up as high as it can go. It was placing and chopping trees so fast.
Well, that's and you can do that, and there's nothing wrong with that. The trick there is making certain that you can keep up with the. You still have to be able to grow the tree. I mean, yeah, it'll plant the tree, but
you still have to wait for the tree to grow. But I think what she had two deployers on either side. One was placing sapling, and the other deployer was doing bone meal.
Yep. What was it? It was like 2 mod packs ago. I had a similar setup where I had the one and done, so to speak.
Yeah.
And that one was fine. It works fine. I don't actually have any issues with it. But I decided, to be honest with you, I saw the circle one that we're using right now. I swiped out from Bazinga. He had put it up there. I'm like, that's a different version. Let's see what this one looks like. Oh, yeah. How well that works. So that's the reason why I'm using it now, is because Bazinga had it. I'm like, well, that's an interesting design. I haven't seen that one. I've seen that circular design used in like cactus farming and netherwort farming, and those sort of things. But not as a functional tree harvester. I'm like, okay, that actually works. So it was an interesting concept, and I said, okay. And I was curious as to what the rates were on that, so that's the reason why I built it. I wanted to see what the return rates on that were going to be. Was it going to be just as effective as having a very consistent bone mealing farm that can just plant and go? Or did that circular maneuver actually work just as well or better? Near as I can tell, there's not really much of a difference. If I'm going to be honest. The single grower, as long as you can bone meal it consistently or keep bone meal going into it consistently, it grows just as well as doing the large round. Now, I will say that for whatever reason, Minecraft mechanics have it that when you have a group of trees like that, they get ticked more often. And so you end up using less bone meal.
Huh, no kidding.
Than you would for a single. But yeah, that's about the only thing that I can that I would say for that makes any kind of difference. So the other thing that I've noticed is that the circle one, like I've got 4 aggro carnations down there running mine at the bottom. My little tree farming world.
Yeah.
And so those produce, I get far more oat per these 4 aggro carnations than I do upstairs for. I have 4 aggro carnation on a single plotter, and these grow faster. It's really kind of interesting. So I guess it really just kind of depends on what your overarching goals are.
Right.
And it may be that well, so I can the circle farm only works as we've already seen in certain instances though. So like you can't stick the circle farm and do spruce trees with it. We've already seen that doesn't work so well, but we can per se do. My brain is just gone this morning. Welcome 2022. Stone. Did I just pick up light gray wool? I did pick up light gray wool. It's like, I want a stone button. So I grabbed a light gray wool instead of stone. I could save my life a whole lot of headache. I am just making my life difficult. That'll work for right now. All right. I did promise everybody. So, what have you been working on all morning?
Yeah, if you head over to the wellness center, you
Oh,
can see I'm starting to get the second ring up, or second floor, if you will. I don't know what we're gonna do with it, but we'll figure something out.
that's fine. I was taking. Oh, here. I meant to bring you some of these.
But before I go any further, I want your opinion on it because this might not be something we want to do. We might want to go in a different direction. So I
Uh,
can take stuff down as need be.
I don't know. I thought the library turned out rather well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Library's done and done. There's nothing more we can do in there, quote unquote.
So, let's see. We were doing the purple room in the potion. Where are you at? There you are. So here, right? So there's these types of stems that you can make, which are pretty fairly standard.
Oh yeah, okay.
So that can be, if you got an axe, you can just, yeah, so you can strip it, and then there's this one right here, right, which is
Oh sure, okay.
it strips this as well, but I mean it's
No, I'd rather do a mixture of this one, this one, this one here,
mm-hmm.
and this one,
Yeah, that's fine.
and maybe
Uh,
do a mixture. Oh no, oh gosh, I'm full. My inventory's full. Yeah, take a look
what?
at what's going on here.
Oh, yeah, that works. That's not nearly as what I thought you had in mind, but that works.
What do you think I had in mind?
To be honest with you, I had a triple decker wedding cake in my head when you were describing it.
It is. It definitely is though. If you take a look, so this will
um,
connect. This will connect to this, right?
well, yes, I get what you're saying here, but no, this is fine. Um, yeah, we can still do like glass partitions in here.
Yeah, yeah.
So we can do the walls all the way up, but we can still leave it glass partition so that from the top of the mat frame you can still see the flower shape that we have.
Now, what's fun about this is I got to redo another door style here. You know how we have this main portion.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta attempt to do another one here in the middle.
Is it a door or just a wall?
It would be a wall, but I'm gonna use this as my inspirational design.
Okay. Yeah, no, this works. This is good. And so this library turned out really well, I think.
Oh yeah, agreed. And we get to do it again up here, but up here I'm going to. This is going to be mainly glass on the cardinals. I think I'm going to leave more open space for the glass.
Okay.
And that dirt block is about as high as it's going to go.
Oh, that's not bad.
So this is where what we're looking at.
Yeah, that's not too bad. Hmm.
And I'm thinking like it would just be something like this.
Yeah, except you're bleeding into your door frame.
Oh, I'll fix that. I can fix that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
this?
Yep.
Oh no, I take that back. It's a little lower than this.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, it would be one lower down, wouldn't it?
Yeah, which is fine because I want that to have a lip up there.
Yeah. No, I think that's good. It's a good direction. And we'll have to figure out what we want to do for lighting on the interior here.
Oh yeah, yeah. For the main interiors.
Yeah, for
These
the
portions.
cardinal directions, yes.
Yeah.
One second.
There you go. Give you an idea. That looks nice. In fact, I placed this wrong again. So maybe this would be.
All right, sorry about that. Oh. Yeah, I think that'll work. But yeah, we're definitely going to have to throw some lighting down in there. Otherwise, we'll start getting some weird spawns in here. But that's okay. Maybe we play around with some different lighting effects we can do.
Oh, absolutely.
Actually, I would say that. I think it's under Astral Sorcery. Yeah, we can make cave illuminators.
This will give you an idea of what we're looking at up top as well. So we're going to have the same thing up here. This will extend out to here, and then it'll go up from here. I built this ring one too low. Too low.
It's all right.
Too low.
It's not like we can't pick it up.
Raise that ring?
Yeah, I can raise that ring.
With that side gun?
Certainly I can raise that ring. Block. You want to come up 2 blocks?
Up 2 blocks, yeah.
Oop. Wow, let me just fall down to my death. So there.
Yeah. That's that. Thank you. I'm gonna go get more stone bricks.
Well, it sounds like what we need is a stone generator.
Yeah. Yes. Is that something we could do?
So we could make a cobblestone generator and then just cook it. And we could do all that through Create. I've got many cobblestone generators at my base. After that, you can just drop the cobblestone into like the Create furnace. Put a filter on the other end for stone. And then as long as it stays cobblestone, it doesn't get picked up. Let me just squeeze this trigger more often. So yeah, it's a thing we can do. I'll be honest with you, ever since I showed you that the link yesterday, I've been trying to figure out how to do a Rock'em Sock'em robot.
The what?
That redstone link that we were looking at?
Yeah. Rock'em Sock'em robot. That'd be fun.
That's what I've been trying to figure out how to do with that.
Mike Tyson knockout. Let's go.
Yeah, well, and put them on like a little cart system so that you can have them slide forward and backwards on it. So we can actually have like a whole directional.
An actual Rock'em Sock'em.
Yeah. So I've been trying to figure out how to do Rock'em Sock'em or at least a claw machine. I thought a claw machine would be fun too.
Have a bunch of crates in there.
Yep. There you go.
Some full of sand, some is full of prizes. Very nice. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Piece of cake.
That is the top tier cake, yes.
Well, so I my side guns, all my spells that I did for my side guns are literally about moving and relocating blocks and everything, because that's the one tool I used during that whole Ocean Monument conversion.
Now that's something that I do not know. I have yet to explore Psi.
So how good's your vector math?
You're talking about like y equals x squared? Or
no.
Vector, so straight lines? I can do.
Yeah. So a lot of what the Psi spells system is based off from is a vectoring to determine target. Once you've determined your vector and your target, as it were, through a vector, and that can be a vector based off from you as the initiator of the vector point, or the critter you're looking at being the initiator of the vector point, or what the critter is even looking at. So you can have spells that will target the target of the creature.
Right.
But in order for the spell to know, for the gun to know what kind of effect to put off and where to put that effect off, it's got to be able to pinpoint that. And the way it does that is through converging vector lines. Okay. So it uses 2 points to determine. And usually that's that point, like in the case of the block mover, the point's easy. It's I'm the source, and wherever I'm looking at, i.e., whatever the bullet hits first, that's the target I'm associating with, and so it uses that to determine the vector, finds the block, and then does something with the block based on what I'm telling it to do. So you can have one that does. So simple, easy ones are like movement ones, like that one, where you want it to move a block forward or a block backwards, depending on what side of the block you hit it on.
Right.
The more difficult ones are like some of the attack vectors that I got. So I've got one spell that I call it's called Make It Rain, which basically takes any hostile mob in a circle around me. So it uses me as the center vector and then finds every mob within a radius around me, draws vectors to each one of those, and then applies movement speed to them and throws them really high in the air.
Okay, so you actually create the spells.
Yes.
Maybe that's why I've been avoiding it, because it sounds like work.
It is. It takes a little bit of understanding what it is that the effect that you're trying to achieve, and then using the various tricks to achieve that. It's not easy, and I use the Ocean Monument as an experiment to force myself to actually go deeper into the Psi spell system to really learn it well, and then to come up with spells to achieve an end goal. And so in this particular case, I was draining all the water without actually getting rid of the Elder Guardians. So every block that was removed, every water block that was removed, every water block that was removed was all done through sponges and the Psi gun. And basically, I would just lay down a platform of sponges and then shove the sponges down and then smelt the sponges.
Sounds like I really need to go back and watch that series.
It's early on in there. You'll see it. It's a very long, boring process, but it's actually rather interesting because you know it's one of those, okay, because the whole time I'm running around and I've got mining fatigue on.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
So you'll never once see me with a pickaxe until after all the water was drained out and after the Elder Guardians were removed from there. Then you'll actually see me break out a mine pick in some cases into there. But yeah, a lot of that was just literally just moving sponges and smelting them as I went along. I can go look up which ones and point you to them if you're curious to see what they look like.
Either that, or I just wait for the Hall of Knowledge, or the Temple of Wisdom. Well, I don't know why I keep saying different names for the name thing.
You changed the Wellness and Success Center's names a couple times too. But yeah, right. I need to go and I need to start making potion brewers and stuff.
Can you make a stone generator?
Sure. You want it here or you want it somewhere else?
Do we have the supplies to make it here?
Yeah, we could make it here. To how fast are you looking to generate stone?
I mean,
yeah, I'll just whip one up down here. It's fine. We got room. It's not like we don't have a room to put one in. I mean, jeez. Please. Let's see. I may have to go a couple times back to the lab to get a few things, but I think I actually have the majority of what I need to do that here. What is that? No. Don't really care for that. Oh, you know what we could actually do?
There you go. And that should give you the impression of what we're looking at here. In fact, I can build something here in the medium style.
Yeah.
That's actually looking pretty cool. Look from the side. Piece of cake.
Stone cake. Yeah, no, that works. That does work. Okay, yeah, give me 1 second. I gotta go back to the lab. I gotta make a few machines that I don't have here. And then we'll pop this out real quick.
Because I still got a lot to make. And
I'm curious
don't want to
now.
lose all kinds of stuff.
Oh, damn it all. We're gonna do this. I'm gonna play around with something new.
Okay, might as well. Yeah, shoot.
uh,
But it's not like we
see.
don't have the cobble ready to go. It's just it's time consuming, and having a generator just would be so much more fun.
Let's not do it there. Let's do it to a. Really? Why do I have? There we go. One of these. Do I need a drawer? No, because that's fine. We don't need a drawer controller. Well, so Refined has a Silk Touch add-on. I think they do. I got Fortune. Yeah, there it is. Silk Touch upgrade. Let me see. This will do just fine. And because of that, I think what we can actually do, because Refine has the deconstruction block, right? So we should be able to set up a bunch of deconstructions with some Silk Touch upgrades on it. And that should pick up the stone. And then all we need is water and lava. And there you go. And I think this should be a fairly easy and quick thing, but it would be interesting to see if that's even a possibility. Why is that not letting me click on that? Because I don't have any levels. So if we're gonna, have some fun with this, we might as well have some fun with this.
I finished the coffee.
There we go. Now I had a Silk Touch vendor over at the village farm, but I think he's actually dead. Somebody went over there with bad omen. It was actually pretty funny. Just curious as to how fast this thing will actually do this. And if it does it fast enough, then we only should need one of these. If not, I'll come back and make some more. But I'm going to take the opportunity to try and learn something new today. All right, so on Silk Touch, refined. We will need one controller. We will need a deconstructor block. And we have an exporter. transporter. No, I think we'll use an external storage. That may actually be more what we're looking for. And refined. Destructor. External storage. And do we have a... No, I'll need to make one. That's fine. I have lava and water. All right. Oh, whoops. Don't think I actually need 2 of these, but we're gonna find out. Seriously? Wow, we're gonna fix that right now. I thought we taught the system how to make storage drawer upgrades. Doesn't look like I did. I failed at that one. Five, six, right, 7.
Oh, okay.
What?
Estrella left.
Oh. Okay.
That's what I said.
Yeah, it's interesting. Is we could actually teach the stone system not only to make stone, but to make stone blocks if you really wanted it to.
Oh, cool.
Working my way through it, but yeah, I think it's actually a doable thing that way. But first, let's do stone. So there's our water. There's our destructor bit. There is our guy. This guy. Storage. Upgrades. Right. And then that. Oh.
I think that would mirror nicely. Okay, I think I built it. That's what I wanted to do here.
Well, this may not turn out the way I thought it was going to, but we're still going to push forward with it. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. We can just set the speed in that one, and that will be fast enough. All right, and it is. All right. I think I have no idea if this is going to work or not. That's what I think. Haha. There you go. Actually, could probably move the lava down and trim this up a little bit. All right. So if we roll that out, 8, 16. Yeah, we could actually. I think. All right. So I'm going to go make a couple more of those destructors, and then should be able to expand that out to at least do half a stack per tick, it looks like. This should generate a lot of stone really quick.
I made a new door design. Or a wall design, not a door design. What am I talking about?
Nice. I need more Where's Silk Touch? I haven't been over here in ages. Infinity. Efficiency, protection. Purple. Oh, good. Seven. Looks like I was wrong. We did not kill the Silk Touch vendor.
Well, nothing to be wrong about.
I will take it. It makes life easy. Just go teach the system how to make that.
Oh, I like that a lot.
Let's see where we're at. We're still making those. I'm wondering if I shouldn't just have my system be auto-processing all this ore, at least into ingot form, instead of leaving it in ore form. This really doesn't matter, does it?
Nope.
Yeah, I suppose, because as long as we leave it in ore format, then we can use it for decoration blocks. So I guess that makes sense. Wow. Destruction. There's the 7 silk. I think we're still working on speed. Need more speed. I don't think when the guys from Refined Storage put this thing together, they were quite expecting glorified stone machine from this.
We have to ask them.
I suppose. Well, I mean, they made the block so that you could do it, but I don't think they were expecting to make it an actual separate machine. So I imagine it was more designed to, hey, I need stone. I can make a stone processor right off my main storage unit. Not actually make a end-of-world system to just make stone. I am so glad I put those speed upgrades and did this storage thing the way I did. Watch it do the crafts, and it's like almost near instantaneous.
I think I'm a genius too. Instead of doing your void thing, what I did was I removed my ender chests on the tree farms,
Mm-hmm.
and a block down, I put a pool of lava there, so everything's just because it's a chute. I have it from a chute leading straight into a pool of lava.
Yeah, I do that at the bone meal farm actually, with all the bows and armor and everything. You get generated out of my skeleton farm.
Yeah,
I run those straight into a lava pool.
that'll work.
Yeah, it does work. There's
And then all I need to do, if I really want to collect more, just drop my ender chest right there.
Yep, that is definitely a method to do.
Yeah, because just from yesterday, I'm now at 51k darkwood or dark oak logs. That's a lot of dark oak logs. And 12k oak logs. I'm happy. That worked out really well. A little too well. In fact, golden apple production, I'm at 1.4k. Which is great because I got so much to do on that blood altar still. And eating apples while sacrificing is just wonderful.
Right. You should just make yourself a set of living armor.
I should just make myself a set of living armor. You're right.
Because, you know,
especially
that
they fixed it. Yeah.
that will also increase your that will increase your use case for the golden apples. It'll make them right. Brain gone. It'll make the golden apple use a lot
efficient.
Yeah, more efficient. There you go. What is the word I'm looking for? Why am I drawing such a huge blank right now?
Sorry. Do you smell
Yo.
burnt dust? Are you okay?
I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna be okay anymore. My head's not working right. 5, 6, 7. 16, 8. There we go. It's not gonna go all 8.
Well, I'm sorry to say, we're going to need more mana glass.
Mana glass is not that hard to come up with. If we need more mana glass, I'm actually really okay with that. That's a good sign. Silk and speed. Speed. That's interesting. These things don't seem to run until... No, they probably still run. It's just... I don't know.
How long was I out?
What do you mean?
Well, it's taken me this long to get more inspired to do this again.
You've been out for a little bit now.
Well worth it, because it looks like the inspiration is flowing.
You were gone for about 2 weeks.
Yeah, that will do it.
I think that's what it felt like. Seems like. Something like. Let's see. In the time you were gone, trying to think of what all was done around here. Oh, perfect. In the time you were gone, I built the top section of the Coliseum. Did some serious renovations on the my Britannia Castle.
Oh, I haven't been over there. I've been in a hot minute. I'll need to go check that out.
Wow, that guy's... Oh, yeah. Well, I'm an idiot.
I like seeing the walls going up on this wellness and success center.
Yes. It is very nice to see the walls going up. Right here. Wow. Just going to be like that, huh?
How's the stone production down there? Is it making stone?
Oh, yeah. We've been making stone. I am currently working on increasing stone production, but looks like I'm going to have to put in a secondary water source.
Oh yeah, that really ties it in. When you get to a stopping point, why don't you fly up here to the west or east wing on the outside?
Sure. Give me 1 second. Go. Stop right there because I'm making a mess. And it's going to irritate me. What you got? Oh, nice. Of course, I can't fly to it.
Yeah?
Yeah, that looks good. Suppose we can just put like a little stripe. Huh? Yeah, I was going to say we could just do like a little plus mana glass right through here and that'll close that up.
Yeah. That's exactly it. And also on these larger ones, of course, it doesn't need to be. I don't know. I was thinking. Yeah. We'll leave those. We can also clear like this whole section here and do another window of mana glass on the wall. So
Yeah, see, that's the thing I like about the mana glass though is even with that plus right there, right? It doesn't detract from it.
put it behind it and do a 3
Oh,
3.
yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, we can do it that way too. I mean, that works too.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Let me in.
Yeah. I swear I like that mana glass just because of how non-obtrusive it actually is.
It's either this design on either side, or I was thinking we can also do this. There we go.
Well, so I would almost say why don't you do it both sets, right? So you do one set north south and the other set east west. That way you know which side you're looking at.
Okay. So it'll be open like this again.
Yeah.
Let's do that on the north south. Yeah.
And
Let's do
then
north south.
yeah, then you do this design over here for east and west.
I gotta remember how I had it. No.
Damn it! Why didn't I copy and paste?
Oh, but I did. Oops. I just cleared it. For a rip. That's okay. I'll just rebuild it.
All right. So I think the long and the short is the water needs to go here. Oh no, I'm gonna get burned. Not really.
Cheers.
Yeah.
That's cobblestone. How much is in there? Oh, one
Huh?
second. Okay, six.
Yeah, it's not taking it long at all to build that up.
No.
Yeah, don't take your storage away. That should hold the full like 16 billion whatever. Yeah, and then dump anything extra that it gets to. So, you know, if you don't get to it fast enough, or, you know, we walk away and just leave this place sitting like it is.
Sweet.
Yeah, that actually works a lot better than I thought it would.
Especially because of it, I already got another wallet. Thanks.
Actually, I think I have a bunch of destructors that I don't actually need. That's alright. They're on there now. I'm not going to mess with them. Wow, that is impressively fast. Okay, that's stupidly fast. That's not even impressively fast. That's just stupid fast.
You done
I
it
just watched.
again. Good job, Nori.
Just watched it go from like you emptied it, and it's up to like 5, almost 6 stacks of stone already. We're up to 6 now. 7. Yeah, it's doing almost a stack a minute.
That's impressive, but I'm going
Uh,
to drain it really fast because I need all those converted to stone brick, and then yeah, yeah.
okay. So, um, actually, do
I
you
don't
want
need
it?
it all converted to stone brick. Let me grab that 7 stacks of stone real quick.
I was gonna say, if you want it all converted to stone brick, that's not gonna be that difficult to do. Well, so what we could do, right? That's what we can do. I can go make a modification to this, right? So that we still have a very large stone, but then I can have you another box over here to get stone brick made. But it's a smaller storage. I don't know.
Just leaving it like that.
I think just leaving you like that is probably for the best. I don't think we need to do anything crazy. I mean, it's already crazy as it is. I suppose I could take it one more out and make it a full 8, and then let it do 8 per tick. But yeah, this is. I'm just gonna let it go. It's fine. Fine. Oh, I figured out what that blueprint's for. In fact, that would actually be. Watch this. Hang on. Let me go get the blueprint. Uh, yeah, the create blueprint. I was trying to figure out what we could use it for, and I figured out what its actual use case is for, which is not what I thought it was for. But that's okay. All right. Whenever you're ready, I'll show it to you. This is actually pretty cool.
Let me just get this placed correctly.
Yeah.
There we go.
Cool.
All right, I'm ready. I'm coming down. Whoosh.
All right, so grab yourself some stone. And then just right-click right here on the stone brick.
Ooh, shift right click works too.
Yes.
That's awesome.
So, you know, if we're using a pattern over and over again rather than trying to... and so each one of these square blocks will hold a different one. So you can actually set up a 9 square block. So if you wanted stairs, you could put the stair pattern in here and set it up. And then all you have to do is just right-click on it.
That's neat.
Yeah. I was like, wow, that's a time saver. I don't even have to carry a crafting table. Just carry one of these guys with me. Just throw it up. I'm going to be using these patterns. It's just...
Boy, I wish we learned about that sooner.
Well, you know. We're learning about it now.
You want to mana glass the holes?
Sure. Let me go get some mana glass.
And then after that, black concrete, please. Let's get that taken care of.
Right. How much black concrete you want?
Well, we got to do the walls and the top cap of this thing, but that won't be too bad.
Well, I've got about a K already pre-made. Because, you know.
Yeah, we're gonna probably need more than that.
That's what I thought. All right, that's fine. Let me get.
About 5K, I'm guessing. That sounds about right, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, that actually sounds about right. That's all right. I'm curious. Chemical injection with water vapor, or actually I think I may have the machines. They are going to be those specific machines over here. It's the separator.
And then we gotta age this thing too. The second layer.
Oh, yes.
Of course, we can wait until the third layer's up too, and do it all at one fell swoop.
I'm good with that. That's fine. Chemical.
Neat.
Chemical injection chamber. Rock on. Yeah, because I'm not running that through the sulfuric acid. There's just no way. Let's go see about our glass. All right. That's going to take a little bit. Sorry, we'll go transform the glass real quick. I use every wall in my base to stop me as I'm running through it. A little bit of lag spike. There we go. We have mana glass. Black concrete powder.
Oh yeah, that stone generation, Jesus. You're gonna need to shut it off here in a little bit. You're just gonna have too much. Well, it'll go to the void after, so it doesn't matter, does it?
No, it doesn't matter one bit. If that thing fills up that, but that's like, so that is 32 by 32 by 32 by 32 by 32 by 32 by 32 stacks of stone possibility. So it's like 16 billion stone in there. So we've got a little while, but it'll probably generate more stone than we'll ever need. Which I think is just funny.
So is it using a resource to generate?
Huh?
Is it using a resource to generate?
Resource what?
Like you're not just making stone out of nothing, are you?
No, that's so interesting enough, right? Cobblestone generator uses water and lava to make cobblestone.
Water and lava.
Right.
Right.
However, the fun fact about that, and it's one of those things that I have like I spent a couple years trying to understand the mechanism behind it. Falling lava and water makes stone,
Not cobble.
not cobblestone. It makes stone. If you want cobblestone, then you just use a normal pickaxe for it. But if you wanted stone, then the silk touch gets you all the stone you want. So I typically tend, when I make my cobblestone generators, I typically tend to actually make stone generators rather than cobblestone. Because then I can get both out of it when time's right. It makes sense.
Makes sense to me.
So no, it's not. It's not doing. It's not using any kind of resource to generate it. It's actually a function of the way lava and water interact. It's one of those neat things. I've just kind of been fascinated with it, and so I've tried all different kinds of different generator models, and have even developed a few of my own that I like to use. And by sheer habit that I do, I tend to just make stone generators more than anything else. And if you make a stone generator at the start, then what you actually end up doing is get a bunch of cobblestone out of it, because you'll use a standard pickaxe to get your stone with. And then later on, when you've got silk touch, you'll come back to that same generator and get stone out of it.
How to create a stone generator in-game style. Let's go.
Well, it's a very useful farm. You just don't see a whole lot of people doing them anymore. Most everybody just settles for a cobblestone generator and calls it a day.
Yeah, but they're weak. No, you did a great job on it. Appreciate it.
Definitely. I was not. I don't think I was anticipating the yield rate that we were going to get from that.
In fact, I see you did like what, 5 banks?
No, there's 7.
Yeah, you probably could have gotten away with 3.
Yeah. Well, I was actually trying to go for like a quarter of a stack every time it did it. So I was trying to put 8 in there. I did 7, and I for whatever reason I was like, oh, the water's not going to reach all the way over, which it really wasn't. And so I stopped at 7. And I'm thinking, I'm kind of glad I stopped at 7, but I wonder how much faster it would be if I had actually gone to 8 and done every time it cleans up, it's 8 per tick. Not that I think it makes any difference at this point, because it's not like they're creating and breaking all in sequence.
Right.
So it doesn't really make that big of a difference whether I'd done 1 or... Well, 1 would have been slow. So, but yeah, I think I could have gotten away with 4 and would have been just fine.
Oh boy, I ruined your thing.
Just point at the middle and put it back up there. Wow. And then you can just right click on the center and put back in the stone pattern if you want it. I was just doing that to help out, so you know it's easier for you to just make it and go.
It's working.
But yeah, this for only 7 in there, this thing's generating more than 8 per tick when it goes through. It's just and if I wanted to make a fast redstone generator, I would have an observer down there, and even under those circumstances, the observer stone generator is still not going to be nearly as fast as what that's doing down there. So I'm learning something new today. All right, so all the glass is in place.
As far as you know, black concrete.
That's what I'm on my way to go back and do. I just got my water going, and so I was going to make some upgrades and put a chemical injector down with a water steam and then hook up a crafter to it and say, here's how you make black concrete. Importer and the crafter, and off it goes. And for right now, I think I'm going to be just a little on the lazy side, and I will set this thing up in a more permanent home later on. Crafter. Importer. Actually put away a bunch of speeds. I did. Can you upgrade the chemical injector? Yes, you can. That works well. Advanced. Don't need that in there. Crafter. Oh, these things are gonna drive me nuts. Importer. Stack. That's where crafters don't get stack upgrades. Okay, and then we want this, that. This will I will only ever use this to make concrete.
Wow. Okay, so the first layer roof is on.
Nice.
And I gotta tell you, it's looking pretty good from afar.
Well, this is good.
I gotta figure out, because we can do more. Go big or go home, right?
That's been the saying.
This first level walk around up on top, we can add more decorations to it, such as like fencing or metal if we want to introduce metal to it. Accent pieces, whatever we want. Torches, lanterns, even. I don't know. It's kind of fun though. Nice little track to run around.
Yeah.
Next.
Next.
Next. I'm going to be leaving here in a little bit. And since I'm still in my PJs drinking coffee. So let me go ahead and take a second. Make sure Car's awake. And grab another cup, check the laundry, and I'll be right back.
That's fine. I am getting the concrete making system up and going because we are going to need a lot of concrete.
That's something concrete.
Ha 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 ha.
No, anybody? No. I enjoyed it.
It's gas.
I want to finish this ring real quick, so give me a second.
That's fine.
I haven't left just yet. Don't start talking bad about me just yet. Let me leave first. I'll let you know when.
Output. Yeah. Okay. So, oh right, we gotta have power for this guy. This is a temporary thing. All right, let's go put this in over here in our nuclear reactor room. Grab some from the steam generator. It's not actually doing much of anything with it. Private water steam set.
I'll be right back.
Okay. There we go. I should have water vapor loaded in. Let's go look at our upgrades. See energy. Try putting gas in there. Speed. And I've got mufflers. Yep. Oh, look, I've already got speed and energy. Great. And it looks like you can take grass. Okay. So we'll throw that in there, that back in there. Don't need either of those. This is what happens when you reuse machinery. All right. Last but not least, black dye. So one thing we haven't done as of yet is figured out how to import the dyes into here. That's gray, there's the black. And so I'm thinking all of that has to change because I'm going to need a bunch of black dye, and I don't want to have to sit here and try to figure out how to get black dye into this. So importer. I'm thinking the better part of Valor is to I have no idea. Ooh, what if we use this not oops. Can we actually put an external All right, so let's think this through a second. We don't want to clog up the system, but we don't want it to run nonstop. I guess technically it wouldn't run nonstop, would it? Because once it ran out of... Yeah, no, it wouldn't run nonstop. All right, never mind. Scratch that. We actually have, it looks like a built-in protection. Because it'll start pulling that in, that's fine.
All right, I got about 45 more minutes before I need to head out.
Ooh.
Well, we can get some damage done then, right?
Well, I'm in the process of tying in my dye shop to my inventory system, which is something I hadn't done before. Mostly because I wasn't really certain how that behavior was going to occur. I didn't want it to drain out all of my dye.
Right.
And I'll just sit there and constantly spin and run and just absolutely just fill me up with dye that I'm not using and run through all my bone meal. But I think because of the way the system is worked, the bone meal doesn't actually run until I turn the refiller on. So there's an actual switch that enables the system to refill the dye shop.
Right. Did you put those switches next? And you're moving those switches over to your lab, right?
It's already in my lab. So I just walked
Nice.
in my lab and turned the switch on to refill the dye shop, and I've got black running in. But I'm also thinking what I may actually want to do is have a wall of colors so that I can turn the importer on for each color and then put a red signaler behind each one of those color shops. And then put the importers in there assigned to a redstone signal, and then I can actually flip on or off the different colors and then have them start just importing so I can control which color gets imported to the system for whatever big project we're doing. So then it's a turn the master switch on to keep the dyes filled, and then turn the other one on for the color we want.
Not to get sentimental on you, but I just came up with another idea of what we could do. Another fun little side project we can go ahead and handle.
Okay.
Which you probably already have, but I'm thinking, go big, right? Go big. I mean, look at the iron farm, right? Big.
The iron farm is a nice project.
Yeah, I'm not thinking that big, but big. One of your first members to this server no longer plays, but he had a dream of being the potato king.
Oh, yes.
We can make that dream possible for him, even though he's not here. I suggest we build a potato farm for him.
Well, what we could do is over there next to his place, we could build a potato farm to end all potato farms.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like here's your potato farm. Agri-carnations and multiple storage boxes. And then we would need some kind of way to keep the agri-carnations powered. And then we can just do
powered by potatoes. Hello.
Well, we could, because actually, so you say that, right? In Britannia, it's actually pretty funny. A whole self-growing potato farming monstrosity. So it is. Oh, I grabbed a book. Grab my book because I gotta. It's. I'm trying to remember the name. I've not used the flour a whole lot, but under the there it is, the gourmandness.
Oh, of course, there's a flour for that. And put everything we can to increase crop production as well.
Yeah. So what we do is we put the agri-carnations throughout the farm. We do a harvester for it, and we take some of the potatoes and we run some of those potatoes to a cooking station to cook them.
Yeah.
And so those can be then dropped on top of the flour eating guys that will produce the mana to keep the agri-carnations going, and then the bulk of the rest of the potatoes. So like we could do like one layer whose sole job is just to make potatoes to keep the mana pools filled. And it's the agri-carnations don't use like a ton of mana.
No, they don't.
So it's not like we need it's not like we need like a really big one, but you could do like a floor that's sole job is to make the baked potatoes to feed the flowers to feed the mana pools.
That's
and then the rest of it can all be used to harvest and dump in there.
I like it.
Yes, it would be its own self-sustaining giant farm.
And it's kind of like a little homage to this little kid's dream. And I know he was doing it because of a streamer he liked, but
no, I'm all good for that. I think we could do that. Just set it up over there and next to where his colony was at.
And if he ever returns, we'll just say, hey, here's the keys. It's yours.
Yeah. Here is your potato empire. We could do it in silos too, right? We could build them out of silos.
It's true. It's true. And as
Yeah,
it grows, we can do all things potato. Whatever you can do with a potato, we'll make it happen.
yeah.
Yep. Speaking about making it happen, I've got a real honest to God question for you on a direction of this build. So if you ever have a minute, feel free to stop on in.
Sure. Wow. So I told the system to make 3,000 black concrete.
Yeah.
So we've been standing here talking, and it's up to 3.1K. So yeah, it's not gonna take it too long. I have black concrete. Yeesh. I wonder if there's a way to put an outputter for crafting output somewhere. I have to look and see about figuring out how to do that. I guess letting it go into the storage is fine. Oh, nice. You got a roof up and everything. Boy, that stone generator really produces, doesn't it?
It really did, man. It made this job a heck of a lot easier.
Holy cow. I was not aware.
Take a look at this build, man.
Yeah.
It's definitely coming along, and looking from the outside, it looks fantastic, doesn't it?
Yeah, we just need to age it up a little. Put some parapet walls on the top, just so that
So that was the question. Like, what do we want? What do we want here? You see, like going around here, we can do some type of design as well on the on the.
So I was
we can build this up a little bit.
Well, instead of using like stone bricks, why don't we put like walls right here on the corners, so they just stand up on their own, but they don't actually connect. So they look like little fence posts.
Yeah, I'm good with that. So every other.
Yeah.
And build it up a little bit, and that way you can see through and see the back designs.
That's right.
That.
Yeah.
And then up here we do the same.
That's right.
On this level. Up here is going to be open, leading down. But here's the best question. Let's go in. So this, we kind of built the second level, but we haven't done it on the inside. Do we want? And I've done the demo here. Out of dirt.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want a second layer leading through here in the circle here? We don't need the space. I can leave it open. We can.
I would leave. I would. Well, so I'm thinking we should just lay it out with glass, so you can see what's going on underneath of it. The only problem with doing all this covered capped over here out of stone is now when you look at it from like the map view.
Yeah, you don't get the lotus anymore. I see that.
We lost the flower.
Bah! But if you come in here, you haven't lost the flower at all. The cave.
That's right. Yes, in the cave view, you don't lose the flower. You get the flower back. So yeah, I think if we do the floor out of glass, then we get the flower back.
What floor? This floor here?
Yeah. So we either leave it open, or yeah, we this point right here, we just make it out of glass.
Oh, just leave it open then, if that's the case.
Yeah.
If all of it's going to be as glass.
I don't know. It just seems like such a shame to lose the flower, since that's what some of these rooms were predicated on. Were to be.
I agree with that. You convinced me.
I'm trying to be.
I like having the roof on though. It looks.
Yeah, it looks much better. Yes. I am a big fan of the roof, and
crazy.
When you're down here at ground level.
You still get your flower design. It looks good.
The flower comes back out and it looks really good.
Yeah.
And then from the outside, yeah, this looks. Actually, if you look at it from the outside, it's kind of interesting where the glass is all at. It kind of makes its own little pattern with the light. You see that?
Yeah, I see that. Yeah. Looks neat. Now this little portion, I still got to build something here on these.
Right.
But I'm figuring it out as I go right now. I'm figuring it out.
But I mean, all in all, this looks really good. It actually looks like we've got a wellness and success center coming through.
Yeah, it's coming along, isn't it? Finally got the outer shape. We're working on the inner shape still, and we're getting walls put up. One room is complete. We got 3 others to finalize. See, this is fun too. Oh, here's another point I wanted to make. Since we're not doing walls, we can build these rooms up higher.
Yes.
So if we want, we
could just take the roof off in it
to here
and bring it up. Yeah.
And continue them with more bookshelves.
We could, and just make it a really tall book area and run it up. Yeah, we absolutely could. You still get the same effect when you pop in here. At least from my perspective, it's just, yeah. And you know, if we carved it back, let's say we take this roof line here back to the edge of the wall and then ran it up, you would still have, even inside here looking over this way, you would still have a double step.
Yeah, but we're talking tons more material, you know, because you're adding almost twice as much space.
Well, no, all we're talking about doing is taking this wall line that you've got here and running it straight on up.
And since we're doing it vertically, maybe we want to put the enchanting table not in the bottom, maybe in the middle. So basically where the roof line is, put the enchantment table there, and then have bookshelves below it. So you actually have to climb up to the enchantment table.
I don't want to make it painful for people to get to it.
Fair enough. Oh, scatter it with more enchantment tables. Let's go.
We could.
Just fill the whole place full of random enchantment tables.
Why not?
There's so many bookshelves in here. You'll get the positives from it. So
yeah, you'll get something from here and there.
Yeah.
We could. Yeah, we could like knock out this front half here and run it up to the roof line, and then just stack more bookshelves up there, I suppose. I don't know. I kind of like the lowered roof.
And still ponder on it.
Yeah, because I'm
still ponder on it because we still got the other rooms to build out. Once we get this one built, we'll have a better idea what we want to look like. Because this is going to be the costly and the more time consuming, I think.
The recycling center, yeah.
And what do you want to do with it? Because at this point, and how big we're talking here, you could probably move these machines completely up and put it in the center itself.
Yeah, I don't really. So I really not a big fan of immersive engineering. So the fact that I don't actually have to see these machines by hiding them down here, I'm really kind of okay with.
Sure, that's fine. But I mean, it does help with the look of the recycling. I don't know. I know you're not a fan of immersive engineering, but I mean it
yeah, we can relocate these. I'll have to probably shift around some of the way this behavior is going. But yes, we could absolutely pick it up from down here and move it up top.
Instead of relocating these, maybe build other things in here, just as a decoration, not necessarily functionality.
Yeah, we could do that.
I think that would probably be the better idea. Leave those down there. Don't even mess with it. It's working. We don't need to mess. Boy, look at this. This looks good.
Yes, this looks very good.
I'm quite pleased the way it turned out.
And let's be honest, the biggest costly venture for this place is this freaking.
Oh yeah. Yes.
The experience room is. This guy is just.
But it's almost all said and done. We just need to figure out what we want to do with the button style and relocate a couple of things. Build the walls up, for example.
Yep.
It's not a wave as you're hoping for, but boy, does it work. Not a wave. It is still a shower.
It is still a giant shower, but you know I I tried for the wave, and stacking those things vertically was just going to be a mess. And it was just going to make this way more convoluted than it needed to be.
Look at this. This just turned out really nice.
But yes, this building looks really good. We just need to age it a little bit.
Yep, age it and patent finishing with some fence posts. Do you want it stone bricks fence posts, or do you want to do a mixture of aged fence posts throughout?
I would do a mix.
Let's do that, and then maybe throw a stair.
Yeah.
Instead, on some areas, that'd be good.
Yeah. Well, so I mean, if like what you've got there with your pillars in front of the door and whatnot, as long as the fence posts don't touch something, they're just this little small little block.
Yeah.
And I think that would work really well as like little pylons to keep you from walking off there. But you know.
This is great too because you can just run in a circle. I like circles. Helps with astral.
What I know is that when I said, "Hey, let's make a circle," you were like, "Ah."
When you said, "Let's make what?"
When I said, "Let's make it a circle," you kind of looked at me originally like, "Ah."
Yeah. Really happy the way it turned out. Sorry,
Are
my
you?
speed ramps up. Give me a second.
I was gonna say, are you even running? I feel like
I did have my belt on. I'm coming now.
I feel almost like Captain America at this point. On your left.
Don't you say it. Don't you say it.
On your left. No.
I'm starting to speed up. You're still faster.
Oh, no. There you go. What did you do? Take off flying now?
It's the only way I can beat you.
That's pretty funny. I have my... No, I don't have my joggers on. Oh, wow. Like, man, I'm starting to catch up to you. Boy, you're right. You're pretty fast. Like, wait. You're not taking... Did you start flying? Why do I have... That's not what I want.
Wow, this is starting to shape up, sir. It's really exciting.
Yeah, this looks good. I'm gonna go make some cave illuminators and throw them up in the roof rafters up there. Astral sorcery. That should help to brighten up some of the areas. Actually, I think we may want to avoid that. That may start. Yeah, it looks like it might actually throw some extra lights in this room. I don't think we really want that.
No.
I have to figure out what we want to do for light sources in here because we can't leave all these dark spots everywhere. It would not make this place very safe. Oh, wait. We can actually get away with that. Never mind. You've got a...
Mega torch down.
Yeah, there it is. Right there, dead center.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah, we're A-okay. We should be fine. There shouldn't be anything spawning.
Yeah. No, we're fine. Dinner served. What are we being? see. I think mechanism has. It should have. There they are. All right. So let's start this way. Basic, advanced, elite, and then the ultimate. Put that in there. One a little bit more. Oh, wow. That makes an awful lot of. Right, so we need to stop that. We'll get some number of more black dye, but that's all right. Oops, wrong way for that. So yeah, I think definitely we need to make a color wall, as it were, and then put a bunch more redstone links. We could do 8. It's basically this whole wall, but I can say that it takes absolutely no time for it to process that into concrete powder. Black concrete is totally dependent on how fast this machine can process. Which, you know, it works pretty fast. I suppose we could do multiples, but I think at that point, again, it gets a little confused, maybe. So let's not say we did. Scrap our bin. We have one. Concrete. Now, hopefully this will just pick up and keep concretes. It does. So now we get the black concrete. Should be good enough there. What is this? Oh, black wool. All right, so this finish, yes.
All right, what can I possibly get done in 15 minutes?
Well, I am fixing to bring you 5K and black concrete.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that setup was actually pretty easy to add on to my system to make a cheaper concrete factory than we're trying to run it all through Create. It's definitely faster. Here you go. Where are you at?
Don't put it in my inventory. Throw it in a crate somewhere.
It's right here. It's a block on the ground.
Oh, you got a block on the ground. Okay.
I wasn't going to throw it in your inventory. You've got enough garbage in your inventory.
Oh, nice. All right. We'll be able to leave that there?
Yeah. You can also just pick it up and move it around, too, if you wanted to.
Yeah, very nice.
It's Mechanism's version of the storage drawer. Figured, why not?
All right. I think I will do my inspirational piece here.
But yeah, I think the the XP room being solid black concrete, so it's just basically dark everywhere but the center, really will help to illuminate the purpose of the room. I still like the way this floor turned out. That's really good.
Which floor? Oh, yeah. Yeah, in the XP room, for sure.
Yes.
Yeah, it was amazing. Definitely something to rejoice about.
That's definitely one of those that's on the list of things to do again.
I don't know. You want to fly up to the east side? To the top, tippy top?
Sure. Ow. So from the time I put that up to now, 12K stone. Plus whatever you've used up here already.
Yeah. Let's make it big so you can actually see it.
I can see it just fine. Or make it day because you want to spin the clouds.
Yeah.
It almost starts to look like a face after a point.
So if you fly out a little bit to about where I am, you can see the design tier as it moves up.
Yes.
We can add windows instead. In fact, since this is the same, we can even do something like this. Or it could be more open than that if we wanted to.
No, I think I'd put those back in there. I don't think I'd put any other than the... So like the hole right here in the center. This area right here, I would put your window here.
Okay. I like where your mind's at. Do we do this again? Or do we do it all window?
I would just do it all window. Yeah. Just open it right on up like that.
That looks good. I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. That works. That works beautifully.
Yeah, and then that fits with the, so you know, bigger windows down at the bottom, and as you move up, it's smaller and smaller windows. But then you know, yeah, I like that. That looks good like that.
Ah,
Yeah, I like that already. You like that door, don't you?
I do.
I need to get out here and actually build the bridge that's going to come up from the water and put all that gear stuff into place. I still do. I still think what we need is a bridge that comes up out of the water to give you entrance onto there. Because somehow, that to me, that just seems like that would be really extra special to watch that just fold up out of the water. uh, Walls. You should put these right there. That line that you just put in.
Yeah. And
Cobblestone walls. Yeah, do cobblestone walls so we can pick up that.
On the bottom.
Yeah. I think that would work really well to tie the top and the bottom back in together. I don't even have any. I've got cobblestone. And I'll go make some.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that. A couple blocks right on top of those guys to finish it off. Oh, and that ties that in so much. It's very good.
That looks pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
No, it's too much. Yeah, it looks really good. From the backside. Oh, that looks great.
Yeah, and those wall
Neat.
pillars right there definitely ties the top into the bottom very nicely.
Well done.
Very nice. It actually looks rather intimidating.
Yeah.
I like it. I should probably come out here and do some lawn mowing.
Oh yeah, I like that way better.
I wonder if I...
Good job, sir. And that ties the whole build together. It really does.
It does. There we go. A little bit of lawn mowing out front.
Oh, I didn't even think about looking at it from there. Wow, look at that.
Yeah.
That's neat. That's something else. That's a good build.
That is a good build. That is a huge thing. That is for certain.
Yeah, look at that.
I figured it'd be useful to have like at least a walk area up to it. So do a little bit lawn mowing service. That's fine.
Talk about a castle. This is something else. I remember when you were thinking round, and I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
You were just saying earlier, and I was like, ooh.
You're like, that's going to be so much harder, and I'm like, yeah, but it's going to be so worth it in the end. That is, yeah. And then you imagine walking up on this, hitting a button off to the side here somewhere, and then the doors start to unfold, the whole area starts to open up. Yeah, that's gonna look good. There. I have to come back out here with shaders on. Catch it at night, see what it really looks like. She even on? Yeah, she's on. That looks so good. I feel like I'm looking at something right out of like Conan the Barbarian or something. I don't know.
You have more cobblestone walls?
Yeah.
I need a stack. If you have it.
Sure. Yep. Where you at?
West end.
West and north, southwest. There you are. There you go.
Oh. Are you still on West end?
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, the sad part is there's no land over here on the west end. We'll have to make land.
Don't need land on the West end. Put a boat.
That's still, it looks good from the bottom, from down here though.
Oh, we can always grow land. Right here.
Yeah, we can. Or we can construct a pier off the back end here. Go ahead, avoid that. All right, I'm going to summon her.
We have a trader up here on the very top.
Oh. Huh? Yeah, look in chat. It just looks. It looks good.
By us. That's the beautiful part about it.
Looks good. Yeah, those walls up here on top that's good. And then having those openings right there for. We could actually just put a flat roof on top of this, or a domed roof if we really wanted to.
I thought we was gonna leave it open.
Well, but if we have these right here on the sides open.
Oh yeah.
Tell you what, just leave the roof. I'll take some mana glass and I'll do a circled dome that comes up to a point.
Very nice.
Maybe I'll run some Gaia glass to make like little lines.
It turned out pretty amazing.
I think the outside does exactly what you want. It's got a nice, very nice wow factor to it.
Yeah.
And then when you come inside, the things that you can do on the interior side here are really nice.
Which we'll get to that. We're still working on it.
Well, as long as we finish it up before the server closes, we're good. Yeah.
Gotta age it as well. You didn't finish with the mana glass.
Yep, I get up there and put. Yeah, we gotta age it, and then I gotta put the mana glass cap on top of this. Which is not, it's fine. I'll get that. I think, I think I like a dome right up here will look really good. Finish that off with. And if we do it out of mana glass, and it still leaves it that nice, clear, transparent.
I love that.
Yeah, I think this has come just a few short days, when you actually get on and start doing some.
Let's build a cake. It looks like a cake, right? A nice stone cake. Three-tiered cake.
When you're looking at it from the top, I can see a cake shape from it. Yes. When you stand on the ground and just look at it, there's no way you're mistaking that as a cake.
Yeah, true. It's just one menacing looking.
It looks evil from the outside, which is kind of funny. Since the interior is all about trying to.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
What do you think so far?
Oh my gosh, that is amazing.
It's our design.
Oh, hold on. I need to put my sound processor on so I can hear. I haven't put my hearing on yet. Put this on and the battery's
gonna Yeah, very big place.
It's huge.
Doesn't quite look like the same place that you guys were in initially testing out the experience lag machine.
Right?
Yeah, we're still gonna do it, but these the dirt pillars that you see, they're kind of my outline for these enclaves that we're making.
Hold on.
Petals.
Your. Of course, my battery died. Oh my heavens.
Oh. Murphy's kicking in. Yeah, I'm still a big fan of the library. I think we just leave the library like it is. I'm really just kind of a big fan of the way it looks.
Yeah, it came out really well. And even looking at the minimap, you can see it like go from the light gradient to the dark.
Yep. And I think, I honestly think if we take the walls all the way up to the roof line with it, even if we ran the bookshelves all the way up to the roof line,
yeah,
I feel like you miss some of the tunneling and the age just by looking at it. I think you'll lose some of that by running it all the way up.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No. I think there's a way to do it, and if it's done right, it would look pretty amazing.
All right.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the larger builds on the server.
Well, larger single builds, yes.
Yes. That's kind of what we were going for. When you made that first circle, I was like,
Yeah, I think you thought I'd lost my mind. Like, it should be out to here. Huh? Oh, I have not looked at the stone generator yet. Holy cow.
Let it go.
It's in my head.
Okay.
Oh, what is down there?
This is part of the recycling center room. We haven't got this built in just yet.
Okay.
We're still working on the interior. We spent the majority of our time doing the exterior work. We still have to go through and do some aging of the exterior and whatnot. But
I think the wow factor is the exterior at this moment.
Well, not only that, but the enchantment area is pretty good too.
The library, yeah.
Yeah. Did you go through and read some of the signs in the library there, Freya?
I did. Oh my goodness, I sure did.
So you got to the health and wellness tips?
All right, change this sign over here.
That's pretty good.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I still think this one's
probably my favorite one.
Question. Oh, look here, hon. Questionable TNT practices by Little Chris. Yes. Yes, you will love it. Oh.
You know, health and wellness tips from Bazinga.
Well, those are all good tips then.
Thought so.
Oh my goodness. Love it.
Yeah, this last couple days, this has really come up quite a bit. This looks so much better.
This looks really good.
It's still a work in progress, but
yeah, we're not even done. The
Yeah.
fin finishings will look as good as the library, but even the library is not even done as we're contemplating.
I think we're about what? About 40% now? Maybe 50, but I wouldn't say
50. Yeah. I would say 40. I mean, we got the concrete now, so we be able to make that room up pretty fast and then do the fin finishings in there.
Yeah, this room won't be too much though, because this is pretty much just laying in a bunch of concrete real quick.
The potion room, I think I'm just going to lay the floor in with dirt for now, so that we have a base to work on.
Yeah.
And then we'll go from there.
I like the use of your brick, the different, it looks like a bunch of different texture. I like that.
Yeah,
yep.
If you come to the first tier, the first tier is aged, and if you go around on the outside of the first tier, you'll see that's the look we're going to go for on each of the tiers. The second and third tiers were just recently built, so all designed by Nori and myself. Not ripped anywhere.
All designed from Zoda.
This is something that
we put wow. Together. Look, hon.
Looks good.
It looks really good.
And it kind of continues throughout, which is really fun.
Yeah, but when you look at it from the ground floor out here, it's just, yeah. All right, now who's shooting? Away.
Yeah, when you're looking at it from out here, it's pretty amazing. Something nice to look at. And it's not even done yet because we're going to add posts up as well around the parapet.
Yeah, we got bridges to put in there as well.
Bridges, yeah. Yeah, it's going to look really nice once it's all finalized on the outside. And then making it a good experience on the inside as well is going to be something to tackle.
I can't believe you got a trader to spawn up there. That's
it's incredible.
Spend some time laying in those bricks.
All right. Yeah, it's turned out really nice.
Yeah, the mossy stone bricks really give it a good look because it's in the swampy water.
Right. That was the idea. Something aged.
Yeah. You know. You can put later on. You can put I don't know, vines on there.
Oh, good call. Hanging from the sides. I like that.
Yeah,
that's a good call.
Like put a couple of them on the mossy stone bricks, and it'll just naturally do its thing.
I'm all for that. And it doesn't have to be much. Just a couple here and there.
Yeah, just a couple to add.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, you don't want to overkill. You don't want overkill.
Good call. Some green. We can add some plant sections as well.
I'm curious now. You brought it up.
And then lighting. Have y'all thought about some lighting?
Yeah, we were talking about that already. With the parapet, what we're doing is individual fencings, so they're not connected. And on top of those, we can do some lighting sources. Also in the back, on the next level, on the base of the next level, we can do some lighting too, so you can have a nice dynamic while you're walking through.
Cool.
Yeah, we'll do it right. Now the glass that's in there is mana glass, and that itself is giving off light.
Oh yeah. Mana glass. Okay.
That's a nice, clear, transparent glass.
Oh, so cool.
Yeah, it turned out really nice. You know, at first it was like, let's do a circular sign. I was like, no. So I built my first wall,
Whoa.
one of these small doorway walls,
Mm-hmm.
and I built it and it was very square. And I was like, oh, I really want to make a square thing. So I kind of rounded those entryways, and it turned out really nice. In fact, each of the tiers is inspired by the tier below. So I like it.
I love it's. It looks really good. Guys, y'all have worked really hard. Oh my goodness. Okay, I see the vision here.
There we go. And vines inspired by Astria.
You should take a look. Take a look at the library, and something Nori came up with was the vision of the illusion of it aging as you go in.
Oh yes. Okay. Oh yeah. That's spooky as. Yeah. Did you
Threw
see
little
it?
cobwebs in there. Had some candles, some seating. Yeah, it worked out really well.
Look. That's neat.
It gives it a sense of depth, especially from if you're standing on the ground here at the front.
Yeah, if you're standing on the ground, that's the only problem. Everyone flies. If you're standing on the ground level, looking at the entrance, it definitely gives a depth view of. You can see the gradient going through with new bookshelf going to old.
Oh wow. Yeah.
You can tell you got your aisle set up from Target.
Yeah, that was also Nori's suggestion.
Target. They're buttheads.
Have it all scattered throughout.
Yeah.
What is mana?
Yeah, so normally you have to put some bookshelves in a really close to the enchanting table to get the most effect out of it. But
Yeah,
with
power.
the pylons next to it, we actually can skip having to put the bookshelves, which allowed us to open this area up a little bit more.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, it has full enchanting power here.
That is so cool. Y'all have
And
worked really hard.
we'll keep this supplied with lapis and books, or bring your supplies and weapons. The whole idea is you come over here, you grab your experience, grab your potions. On this side, you can recycle your equipments and get material back from it,
So,
and enchant your stuff while you're at it.
yep.
I got 8 experience. So how do I do the experience thing again?
Go in there and hit the button. Just,
Yeah.
Yep. Go right in the middle and hit that button on the floor.
You know, it's making me nauseous.
Why?
The flooring is awesome.
The green is very hit the button.
Yep.
Hit the button.
Oh snap.
Run around, grab the experience orbs. Hit the button as much as you want. Seriously,
Oh.
I think it's producing enough, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, geez, look at that tank. Jesus. There's plenty of essence to go around.
No, I was playing around with, I don't know what I was doing, because I built that room underneath in the water, and I had like 59 experience yesterday, and I was asking Bazinga, I'm like, wait a minute, I'm like 9 experience, what happened? Well, I've been doing things, so it eats up the experience. That's cool.
You were dying. You suffocated a couple times, yeah.
I was.
Alright, I gotta get going. Y'all have a good
Yep.
one.
Take care, Zeta.
Happy New Year.
Later.
Take care.
But yeah, so every button push over here should generate roughly about 63 levels if you've got next to nothing experience. And then as you go up higher, I think the second one gets you close to about 80, 90, maybe 100.
Well, this is good. If I need more, then I'll come back. I didn't even think about
Yeah, so if you fly over here and then drop down, see the big green box right here?
Oh yes. Wow.
Yeah, that's all experience. That is a lot of experience.
Wow. Oh, I see. Look, Leonard.
That's quite a bit.
That is. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah, these mob generators over here have been running nonstop. Kind of keep that thing topped off. So.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, I think we came down here and we started clearing out from underneath of it, and I think we cleared out a little much, but that's all right.
There's other possibilities. You can do so
Oh
much.
no! So this area, all this area down here, is the behind the scenes. That's what I'm going to term a megastone generator. You hover your mouse over top of the storage drawer right here, you can watch how fast it generates stone.
Oh wow. Okay. Look at that.
We needed a lot of stone for this build.
Yeah. Oh, so cool.
But yeah, everything down here is pretty much behind the scenes. So once we get the rest of the rooms in place, this area down here will get closed up. You won't see it anymore. But that's kind of by design. This is where we wanted to be able to put in whatever farms, contraptions, and everything else we need to support this area up here. With the whole purpose of it being like hands-free. So you should be able to come over here and do whatever you need to do and leave and not have to worry about anything.
So cool.
Looks like it already refilled all of the experience orbs too. Yep.
It just looks like I couldn't do one of those bridges. You know how they have the glass bridges and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if I could do that because I'd get nauseous. Well, all right. Well, I can't wait to come back and see all your updates. That's so cool. Thanks for having me over.
Well, you're always welcome to come visit anytime.
I will. I'll come check it out.
This building is made for everybody on the server, so
it looks really good. and your guy with the with the llamas, he's out
the trader.
Yes, the trader.
Yeah, I'm not even certain why.
So cool.
Okay. Yeah, I've been staring at it, and Zoda's been staring at it. We've pretty much been staring at it for the last couple of days. So it helps to get a third perspective.
It looks really good, and I like the like I said, it looks like you have a lot of texture because you use different rock, and yeah, add some of that moss to it. But you did a really good job. Duck. There we go. So happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Welcome to 2022.
Oh man.
I know. Doesn't feel right.
It does not. Oh, I just have one.
But it is a new year. We've all survived the last two. Hopefully we can continue to survive and move forward. At least that's the hope anyways. Yeah, so the one of the other projects that we will probably be putting up over there near the Welcome Center is going to be an education center. So we've decided that we're going to invite people to so we're gonna do what's called a Temple of Wisdom. So we're gonna have a big temple where we'll do guides for getting started. So like, you know, here's, you want to get busy with create, so here are the things that you need to make. Here is a couple of contraptions, example contraptions, that sort of thing. Here's how, excuse me, you can get started in it. Here's, you know, Britannia. Here's how you get started in Britannia. And just do rooms dedicated to that.
Kind of like a big university.
Yes.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That is cool.
So you're going to keep this server up to have for a are you, so you can put it on your live stream thing, so people can come in and join and go through the training, kind of like a YouTube video, but it's interactive, right?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Hello.
No, it's so we'll provide it in world download, and I think I'll end up doing probably a couple stream sessions and move that over, or maybe even actually do a YouTube video with some how-to explaining the different rooms, the different areas, and, you know, explaining what's going on, what you're looking at, and that sort of thing. But as far as the server staying up nonstop, no, that's not going to happen. I don't have that kind of money.
What are you talking about?
We're talking about the Valhelsia server.
The what?
Valhelsia server.
Ah, gotcha. Yeah, no. How was y'all's New Year's?
Good.
It was good. Quiet.
Oh, I wish I could say the same thing. They pop fireworks off all night long.
Well, they did the fireworks here too, so we just watched TV all night, kind of loud, so that the dogs wouldn't be scared, because usually they're scared.
We had it was myself, Shale, and 3 cats all huddled in the bed.
That sounds neat.
Well, it's all well, fine and dandy, except for, you know, when they decide that the fireworks need to go off right over your house.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm not a super big fan of fireworks, but I'm not a super big fan of loud noises. So there you go.
Yeah. Okay, boomer.
No.
Sorry.
Wrong generation. I'm actually Gen X, not boomer.
Right. I believe you.
Boomers are my parents.
Yeah, I know. So my parents, technically, they're just not really. I've never once had them actually act like boomers, so. Even though they are part of that generation. kind of funny.
Oh, what's kind of funny is everybody is happily forgets the Gen X's even existed. And growing up, our own parents forgot that we existed. So you know, it just kind of fits with the generation.
Right. Yeah. I'm currently just playing the silliest battle royale ever made.
As long as you're the silliest battle royale ever made. I've never even heard of it.
It's do you know the Total Accurate Battle Simulator?
Oh yes, Tab. Yep.
Yeah, it's the battle royale version of that.
I see.
It's hilarious and absolute nonsense. Like, this is definitely not a game where skill has any real impact. I mean, it does, but like, yeah. It actually, I love that it actually has goofy physics in game. Like, that's hilarious. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my neighbor is, we have this one neighbor that we used to always go to on New Year's when I was growing up, and we still go there, and it's nice.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
As long as you had an enjoyable welcoming in of 2022.
Yeah, we stayed up dancing until 3 a.m.
Oh no, not me. Nope. No. I will step on far too many people's toes if you got me dancing.
I mean, we didn't like dance. We just, danced. You know what I mean?
Probably not now.
They.
Bazinga's laughing now. He's like, "Oh yeah, welcome to getting old."
not like two people dancing, just random movements that sort of go with the music.
Oh, you mean rave?
Basically, yeah.
Sizzles and bits.
Oh, I just find us the Suicide Revolver. That's my favorite. Because this game has one of those.
Nice.
Like, the revolver's, like, the barrel points back at your own face. It's so useful.
Yeah, that's not working.
The hilarious part is it actually is sometimes useful. Because you can get a barrel for your gun that makes it healing instead of damage. So, put that on it and boom.
Shot that in the wrong direction.
Holy shit. Someone just threw an orbital strike grenade.
Well, that happens.
Yeah, it does. It's basically a nuke, but grenade. It was about 100 meters away. It still hit me.
Well, it sounds like they had it in for you.
And I know they aimed directly at another guy. I saw them throw it. That's the funny part. They didn't. I don't even think they knew I was there. I mean, now I'm just throwing grenades randomly, seeing if I hit someone. Nope, no one. Beautiful. I just love the ridiculous nature of this game. Definitely recommend it. It is free.
Well, I will see about checking it out sometime.
If you want to play, like, I also just like it because it's like, compared to most battle royales, it's a very fast pace.
Right.
You go in, you get out, you can get through the entire game in seconds. Well, not in seconds, but a couple of minutes as opposed to like half an hour.
Magnum opus. You can conducting music.
Oh, I'm dead.
No, I just made a magnifying glass.
Cool.
Right. Not going to say that one. Okay.
What?
Nothing. I had a moment of kindergartenism. You can just safely ignore me.
I'm just
Oh, I
making.
didn't know you could play music in game. Apparently, you can play music in game. Of course you can.
Why wouldn't you be able to?
Yeah.
It's raining.
God, wherever you go, I hear him.
Right. So what is? So have we started making goals for the year, or are you just gonna wing it?
Goals for the year? No, I usually try not to disappoint myself like that.
Oh, nice. I do have one goal, but it's just to lose weight.
No.
I have gone a bit on the heavy side recently, and I don't approve of. I do think that it's healthy to have a certain amount of fat on your body, but I do think I've gotten a bit above that.
No, I think. Well, that's. I think a certain amount of fat is probably okay. I also think it really just kind of depends on body type and what you're comfortable with.
Yeah, but I just mean like, I think I've gone beyond what I consider, a healthy amount of fat.
No, I get that.
Oh, this guy just said hi while I started shooting at him and didn't shoot back. What a nice lad. I shot him 4 times, missed all 4 shots, and then said hi back, and he just said okay and moved on. This is a fucking weird game.
Okay, and with that, we are going to call it a day here. Thank you for coming out to the first stream. Sorry it was late. We'll try to get back on a regular scheduled time. Look forward to seeing you all next time. Take care. Goodbye. Have fun. Be safe.